Game 2 back at the Georgia Dome here in Atlanta. And our closed captioning is brought to you by New York Marriott Marquis, Broadway's biggest hit. Let's pick up our starting lineups.
At guard 6'6" from Tennessee, number 20, Allen Houston. And at guard 6'2" from Florida State, number 21, Charlie Ward.
Has made an early entrance. Ewing on the turnaround.
Well, they got to find somebody to get into the offense. I think they got to go into Patrick a few times and see what he can do with Mutombo one-on-one.
Patrick has their only 2 baskets. Crawford thought about the 3. Shot clock to 4. Crawford's going to take this one over Latrell Sprewell, who caused him to alter his shot as Ewing goes down. He's up now, late getting down Torco. No matter, Childs hits the jumper.
And that's not a bad thing for Ewing to sometimes when he's not in the play.
Foul was on long. 3:56 to go in the first period. 14-8 Atlanta. Ewing in deep. He has 6.
They're so concerned with the guards that they're leaving Ewing one-on-one down there. And if Patrick can get into some kind of rhythm, he can help this Knicks team in this first quarter.
Hawks led 13-2. It's now 14-10 Atlanta with 3:34 to go in the first period. Long turned his back. Didn't get the pass. Sprewell. And one. Fouled by Chris Crawford.
Oh, that was very nice, Bob. Draws the contact and switches hands and lays it in with the left hand. Check this out. This is a nice 2-guard move. There's the contact, there's the switch, and there's the layup. Chance for a 3-point play.
That's the second personal on Chris Crawford.
And see how he hid the ball? That body motion when he swung the ball is what really got him through.
Now in this series, Latrell Sprewell is a perfect 12 of 12 from the... Now for Atlanta, Anthony Johnson played 18 minutes, had 7 points, and finished the game at the point for Atlanta in game 1 as Blaylock set out the final 9 minutes. And
hard combination of ball and really go to the bucket hard.
Can be. Childs calling the play. 10 to shoot.
See the one-on-one, Bob? That's what I'm talking about.
Dudley took it back. Camby tips it in.
You got to be active.
Atlanta 18-15. Playing for the last shot. See on the bottom right, 12 and counting seconds to go in the first period. Anthony Johnson with the lob to Dikembe Mutombo.
Nice look. He camouflaged that. Looked like a jumper for sure.
Childs is fouled with 0.6 of a second, and now Mutombo and Ewing both with 2 personal fouls in the first period.
I don't know where he fouled him at, because his hand was in the air. What else can the man do? Take a look at it. Hands in the air, a little bit of a bump, but incidental contact. He bailed him out because he was turning around doing a 360.
Chris Childs with a chance to cut the Atlanta lead to 3 if he hits this free throw. And as I pointed out, Patrick Ewing already on the bench with 2 fouls, and Mutombo just picked up his second. Hawks had led 13-2. That was an 11-point lead. But the Knicks have cut it to 3 after one. 20-17 Atlanta. Bench 5 from Sprewell. Anthony Johnson remains at the point for Atlanta. Mark West in at center for Mutombo.
This is a very potent offensive team that's out there for New York. Defensively, they got big guy in the back that can block some shots too and rebound.
Year took his first 2 of the playoffs, missed them both. Hawks continue to lead 20-17. Sprewell uncontested to the basket as he got past Tyrone Corbin.
Just eluded the entire back line of the Hawks. That's what happens when Mutombo's not back there roaming the key.
Sprewell with 7 points. Long pick. Long follow. He set the pick for Steve Smith, then got the offensive board.
Well, he made up for not playing defense on Sprewell's dunk. He had his head completely turned.
10-11 to go in the first half. Sprewell. Once again, Corbin did not get to him, and Sprewell now has 9. It's a 1-point Hawks lead. Charlie Ward back into the game. Anthony Johnson blows right past him. Dudley with a rebound. Ward and Sprewell against Smith. Bad pass, Charlie Ward.
Nobody covering the middle. Everybody occupied, uses everyone on the floor for that nice dunk.
Ed Gray finds himself with a double team. Blaylock. 13-3 with about 4 minutes gone in the first period. On the shot clock. Sprewell's lightning quickness.
Bob, that was a great play by Sprewell. I love to see guards go in there with the right hand and switch to the left.
Ward turns it over. Canby keeps it alive. What an athlete. Ward for 3. And the Knicks take their first lead of the game, 26-24. Once again, big cheers from this Georgia Dome crowd for the Knicks. Had a lot of Knicks fans here for game 1. Chris Crawford gets it to Ed Gray. Hawks go back up by 1, 27-26. Averaging 26 points a game. Here the Hawks lead it by 1, 6:53 to go in the half. Now Ed Gray will try his turn on Sprewell.
And see, he's the one guy on this team that can create shots for himself. And that's so important when you have a guard that can go in there and create double teams just because of his quickness.
Dikembe Mutombo just picked up his 3rd personal foul. Patrick Ewing remaining on the bench with 2 fouls. Dudley has played this second period. Gray with Latrell Sprewell in his face. Rebound Canby. Knicks with numbers. Sprewell misses. Canby follows. Tied at 29.
Some people might say that was a little selfish of Sprewell, but when you've got guys following the trail and they're on your team, you got excellent chance for offensive rebounding. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
With the exception of Dudley, this is a very fast Knicks team on the floor. Blaylock short arms it, went down, it's out of bounds. It'll belong to the Hawks with 4.
He's got 2 Knicks players trailing it, and of course Canby can nicely finish a play for you.
Canby has 4 points and 7 rebounds. In 10 minutes off the bench, Patrick Ewing gets back in. 5:08 to go in the half. Patrick has only played 11 minutes in this game. Corbin off the screen. Small. Shot clock to 3. Ward knew it, got the floater. Charlie Ward penetrates and gets it to Canby. Shot clock to 4. Marcus feeling it off the bench. He has 6 points and 7 rebounds.
And the ball movement in that offensive play was much better, the best I've seen in this game so far.
Biggest Knicks lead, a lead of 3. Mutombo missed the lay-in. Canby has him running. Gray picked it up to Blaylock. Canby with a block. He's everywhere. Knicks by a point. Minute to go in the first half. Sprewell misses. Wave off the basket. He says offensive basket interference for Marcus Canby.
Oh, that was so close. It's very difficult to call that from the side of the court that Tommy Nunes called it on, but nice look by Sprewell. And the ball bouncing high. You see in the second bounce, it was on its way off the rim. I thought a bad call.
Knicks still lead it by 1. Canby with a block. second block. Charlie Ward, Sprewell.
Marcus Camby turning this game for the New York Knicks in the second quarter. Just huge. Marcus Camby on the follow-up, on the jumper, and then right here, look at it, hit the rim the second time, and the ball is off the rim on the...
Larry Johnson open for three.
Larry Johnson, 29% from three-point range in this series, in the playoffs period. 32% for the season.
Shot clock to 5.
See how far Thomas pushed Long out on the box. Long couldn't set up on the
Playoff high in game 1, Sprewell. He is not missing in action. Latrell has 19.
The difference between Latrell and Houston is Latrell has the going to the whole game, whereas Houston really relies on mostly all jumpers.
Intended pass for Steve Smith. A point. Giles stepped in. Blaylock went around it. Houston into the ball game for the New York Knicks, along with Sprewell, Johnson, Childs, and Ewing. Look at that graphic. Childs dishes inside to Johnson. Finds Ewing. Larry Johnson got inside. Mutombo with 3 personals laid off, and Larry Johnson is tied it at 52.
Both centers very tentative in their approach to blocking shots right now with 3 fouls.
Larry Johnson has 7 in the quarter. He was scoreless in the first half. Another Hawks turnover. Sprewell. Knicks take the lead. Listen to this New York crowd. About half of the fans here, by my guess, are Knicks fans, and they exploded on that. We're at the Georgia Dome. Imagine how loud it'll be at the Garden. Hawks can tie. Mismatch with Crawford and Childs.
That's got to be
Offensive foul on Chris Crawford.
It's got to be. You got to have more offensive moves to get to the post. Chris Childs is...
Chance to tie. Ed Gray. Got a loose ball foul to the New York Knicks. 10 minutes to go in the game. Ewing has 10 points. He had 7 at the break. 1 free throw in the third quarter, and that basket here in the fourth. On the shot clock. 2.
Solid.
They're a little wacky down at the moment, though. The Hawks fans are. They're trailing by 4. Big sellout here at the Georgia Dome, though. 22,500 when the Hawks had to play game 5 again. Camby tips it. Sprewell runs it.
Marcus Camby getting into the act. Excellent peripheral game.
Fake. And the floater. Let's go to Scott Hastings.
Even though Gray made that shot right there, Van Gundy is really excited the way the Knicks are playing in their half-court defense. He actually said if they're going to continue to walk it up, if you'll keep the pressure on in a half-court offense, they're not going to have any time to shoot the basketball. Guys.
Shot clock to 8. Larry Johnson hits the 3. Larry, an excellent three-point shooter for the 3-man. 62-56 Knicks. LJ has 10. And Gray gets into the traffic, hits the bucket, and will go to 62-58. Camby alone. How high can you fly?
Bob, he got a running start. He started running way before he received that ball. Full head of steam for that dunk.
Knicks match their biggest lead of 6. Gray's been looking for offense. Larry Johnson off to Chris Childs. 7:04 to go.
What Mutombo's thinking about, but look at that, how high he is, almost the rim level with his head, and getting all the dunk you can get out of one play.
Making a good case for raising the rim. Earlier in the year, Camby didn't even play in crunch time. 2 points in first game, 11 here to go with 11 boards and 2 blocked shots. Tyrone Porter. Long with the offensive board, but Dick Bavetta with a whistle. 8 on the clock for Long. Stripped away by Camby. Sprewell. Camby. A foul on Ed Gray. Long all alone in the corner. Sprewell tipped that out to Chris Childs. Look at Camby. Beat everybody down.
Well, so far, both game 1 and 2, it's been finding some place that has energy, and Sprewell has it again tonight, and they found Marcus Camby. Again, Sprewell baseline on the elbow, the shooter's touch, 3-point play possibility.
And that's the 5th foul on Ed Gray. There's the New York fast break point.
Doesn't look like he's got a lot of lift in his legs tonight.
Which begs the question is, how is his knee?
Yeah.
Steve Smith tried that one from way beyond the arc with Larry Johnson, who leaked out but didn't get the pass. 71-63, Knicks by 8.
And he hasn't shot it long all night. Everything the front of the rim.
He's not exactly having a great time chasing Sprewell being bumped off of the pitch.
Well, I tell you what, sometimes the best defense is a real good offense. Oh, tough shot.
Ewing builds the Knicks lead to 73-63, and that's the biggest. Patrick has 12 points. Shot clock to 6. Blocking foul on Patrick Ewing, but Ewing not in foul trouble tonight. Gotta find offense. Smith hands it off to Long.
It's remaining. Knicks holding on to a 6-point lead. They've led by as many as 11 here in this 4th quarter.
The fouling has kept the Hawks in the game and the Knicks turnovers.
Hawks desperate to tie the series. Crawford fakes the 3. Johnson on him. Puts up the 3. Way short, an air ball. And the Knicks get it back with 1:33 remaining. Crawford's magic not here in game 2. He's just 1 of 7.
So Lenny Wilkins could not believe it. So ill-advised shot attempt by Crawford. Sometimes you have too much adrenaline going on.
Back out to Smith. Smith makes his move. Kicks it out to Long. Long fakes. 2 on the shot clock. Jumper's up. No good. Rebound tipped by Mutombo. Johnson comes away with it. A huge rebound and up to 3 from Blaylock. Ball knocked away, picked up by Johnson. And the Knicks will now lead this series 2-0 with their 3rd straight playoff road win. As Latrell Sprewell, his 2nd straight 31-point game. And still getting coached from Jeff Van Gundy. 2 spectacular offensive performances from Latrell Sprewell. And the Knicks are certainly in command of the Eastern Conference semifinals. Lenny Wilkins did not think he was going to be down 0-2.
Right, he has some major adjustments. We mentioned the Knick depth, Sprewell, what to do with Sprewell, and also the Hawks' offensive futility. He had no one on tonight. Smith, their top gun, he was atrocious.
And the Knicks are now, hard to believe, 4-1 on the road in the '99 postseason. This from a team that only won 8 games on the road in the entire regular season. Final score in game 2, the Knicks 77 and the Hawks 70. Knicks now lead the best of